Hello students. So today we start a new chapter, that is genetic code. So I am Dr. Suman Jain. So please, if you like my videos, then please press the like button and also subscribe and bell icon को भी दबा दें. Next. So now we see how the flow of genetic information takes place. So first, this DNA molecule, this DNA which transfers its information into messenger RNA by a process that is known as transcription. This messenger RNA that then transfers its information into protein formation with many other processes. One of them is in the form of genetic code. So this messenger RNA transfers its information in form of triplet codon that is known as genetic code. Now today we are going to understand and see what are these genetic code, what are these triplet codons and how do they function and what are their characteristics. Okay, so now we go to genetic code. Now here we see that transcription, it takes place inside the nucleus. What is transcription? That is conversion of this DNA molecule. This DNA molecules is converted into its information in form of messenger RNA. So conversion of this DNA into messenger RNA, this process is known as transcription. This process takes place inside the nucleus, whereas now protein synthesis, that is known as translation, which takes place outside the nucleus, that is in cytoplasm, that in ribosomes which are present on the rough endoplasmic reticulum. This conversion of messenger RNA into protein this information is in the form of triplet code, that is genetic code. Now how this messenger RNA see here, messenger RNA, there are some these colorful structures shown in the diagram. They are different nitrogen bases. These nitrogen bases are in a sequence of reaction. You can see in sequence they are there. This is linear sequence. Here three codes, GCU. This is one code. In this way, this genetic information is in the form of codons. That is, you can see here, this linear sequence shows 7 codons. So all these codons, these different 7 codons, they code for different amino acid. So this sequence of 3 nucleotides on messenger RNA that codes for one amino acid, and this genetic code states which codon stands for which amino acid. So this is genetic code which will help us to understand that this codon 5 CGG is coding for which amino acid. So here we see a table where genetic codes are given. Now before that we see some definitions. What are codon? An amino acid is coded by a group of 3 bases that is known as codon. Like UUU, it is a 3 base code which is coding for amino acid phenylalanine. And U, instead of this UUA is there, then it will code for leucine. Now genetic code. What is genetic code? The 64 combinations of 3 bases which are responsible for coding different amino acids, for initiating protein synthesis and for stopping protein synthesis are arranged in a form of table. This is known as genetic code. एक table की form में they are arranged, that is known as genetic code. See here, this is the table which is known as genetic code. This column shows the first base, this column shows the third base, whereas these 4 columns are there, these are second bases. So in each row, This each row contains 16 amino acids. 4, this 4, this 4 and this 4. These are 16 amino acids are there in one code, one row. Then if we see column, so see this column, this column, this column and this column. This all 4 columns. In each column you see there are 16 amino acids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So in each row there are 16 amino acids. And you see here this first row, you see this first row, this first row, this first row and this first row. These all amino acids which are in the first row will have same ending, that is third code, which is U. In the same way, second row will end with C codon. All second row you see it will end in C codon. And third row will end in A codon. All third row. This and this. You can see all. This will have A as a third codon. And the last one with G codon. 1. This is also all are G codon. These are also all G codon and these are also G codon. So the last one will have G codon as a third base. Now this genetic code, this we have seen this table. It has 64 combination. 4 in each row, 16 in each row and 16 in each column. So these are 64 possible combinations. But 64 combinations are there, but we need to code only for 20 amino acids. Like GGU, we have seen here. The G is the first nucleotide, this is the second nucleotide and this is the third nucleotide. This nucleotide codes for glycine amino acid. Now codons having spatial functions. Now we see there are many codons which have a spatial functions. Like 3 codons are stop codon, UAA, UGA and UAG. And the one is start codon, AUG, which also codes for methionine. Now characteristics of genetic codes. So all these genetic codes have some characteristics, like they are universality, they show unambiguity, they show degeneracy, they show collinearity of gene and products, they are non-overlapping and they are comma-less. Now we go in deep with each character. So first is universality. What is universality? That same codon are used to code for same amino acid in all the living things. So like if you have a code UUU, then this UUU code will phenylalanine for humans also, for bacteria also, for animals also, for chimpanzee, or you can say insects also. In all living things, in complete universe, anywhere you go, the same code will code for same amino acid. This is universal. So these codons are, genetic codes are universal. Only some exceptionals are there, that AUG, it codes for methionine in mitochondria, whereas in cytoplasm it codes for isoleucine. Many studies about mutations have shown that all organisms have universal genetic code. Now we see some difference, what exceptional cases we have. That AUA, in mitochondria it codes for methionine, but in cytoplasm it codes for isoleucine. Same as UGA, in mitochondria it codes for tryptophan, whereas in cytoplasm as a stop codon. AGA, in mitochondria it is stop codon, whereas in cytoplasm it codes for arginine amino acid. AGG, in mitochondria it is stop codon, whereas in cytoplasm it codes for arginine. Now degeneracy. So what is degeneracy? We have seen that there are 61 codons. How 61? out of 64, 3 are stop codons. So when we minus this, then we have 61 combinations. So these 61 combinations, they code for 20 amino acids. Every amino acid except methionine is represented by several codons. They are represented by several codons. These codons that present on the same amino acid are called synonyms. So amino acid when we have same amino acid with two codes, these codons are known as synonyms. Then codons that tend to be clustered in groups are representing a single amino acid. So often the third base of this is insignificant. So in codon the third base is insignificant, because if there is change in that third base, then almost amino acid will not change. So this type of difference, this type of change is known as wobbling. So it can have some time distinction is made between purine versus pyrimidine in this position. So this reduces specificity at the last position. So last position the specificity is reduced, and this is known as third base degeneracy or wobbling phenomena. Now we see what is this wobbling hypothesis. This wobble hypothesis, it was given by Crick, and according to him, single transfer RNA can recognize more than one codon. So there are more than one codon, that's why they are having for one code for 2 amino acids or more than 2 amino acids. The difference in the spatial arrangement, that is 5' end of anticodon, the possible pairing of 5' end base of anticodon with 3' base of codon. So like we see here in anticodon it was C, so in codon it will be G, in A it will be U, but the third base, if it is U then it will code for G, if it is G then it will code for U. So if we have change in third base, that is GUG, or it can be GUU, then it will have same amino acid valine only. So amino acid will not change. So this is known as wobbling or wobble hypothesis. Now the amino acids are non-overlapping. What is this non-overlapping? So we see there all the codons are independent. They have independent set of 3 codons. Maybe if the same base pair is there in many times, then also it will not miss the position. Like you see here are 4 U. So you don't think that there is only 1 U will come instead of all, or 2 will come. No, there will be 4 only. So this type of property is known as non-overlapping. So they are not overlapping with each other. Then they are comma-less. So there is no punctuation, no another nucleotide in between. All the codes are in continuous manners. In continuous manner, there is no consecutive codon or nucleotide in between. The last nucleotide of preceding codon, this last nucleotide of preceding codon is immediately followed by first nucleotide of succeeding codon. Then unambiguity. A given codon designates only one specific amino acid and does not incorporate any unspecified amino acid into peptide chain. So it designate as it will have the same codon is for same specific amino acid. Like if it is UUU, then phenylalanine amino acid will only come. No unspecialized amino acid or no in between anything will come. In peptide chain also that phenylalanine will only come. Now collinearity of gene and product. The product of the gene is a protein specified by base sequence. So they are linear in structure. So if we see in messenger RNA, then also we have codons in single line. That's why they are linear. The same we see in the amino acid sequence in polypeptide chain. Then also all amino acid are arranged in sequence from amino terminal to carboxyl terminal. All amino acid are present in sequence. So this is collinearity of gene and product. So thank you very much for listening. So if you like the video, then please press the like button and subscribe button, and also if to get the notification, please press the bell icon. Thank you very much. I am Dr. Suman Jain.